ॐ ज्ञानतिमिरन्दस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरोः श्रीयुक्तापदकमलं श्रीगुरुं वैष्णवांश श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्री राधा कृष्ण पदान सहगण ललिता श्री विशाखान्वितांश। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगतपते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमस्ते। तप्त कांचन गौरंगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी विश्वभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। So welcome everyone to our Science of Self-Realization reading. We were in the 6th chapter. Okay. Not reached here. I need 2 volunteers for interviewer and Srila Prabhupada who can volunteer. Anyone? I need 2 volunteers.
I can go for Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada Prabhu. But if anyone wants to take, yeah, I am happy to.
Okay. Anyone?
You can go with interviewer, Prabhu.
Okay. Uh-oh. One minute, screen is blank. Can you see the screen?
Yes, Prabhu.
We are able to see.
Okay. Some problem at my end. Okay. You can see the screen, right?
Yes.
Okay, start reading. Interviewer.
Would a Krishna conscious person not try to progress?
The thing is that if you try for progress vainly, then what is the use of that? If it is the fact that you cannot change your destiny, then what is the use of trying? We will be satisfied with the amount of happiness and distress for which we are destined. Vedic civilization
Okay.
Vedic civilization is meant for realization of God. That is the point. You will still find in India that during important festivals, many millions of people are coming to take bath in Ganges because they are interested in how to become liberated. They are not lazy. They are going thousands of miles, two thousands of miles away to take bath in the Ganges. They are not lazy, but they are not busy in the dog's race. Rather, they are busy right from their childhood trying to become self-realized. Kaumara acharet prajano dharman bhagavatam iha. They are so busy that they want to begin the business from their very childhood. So it is the wrong conception to think that they are lazy.
Continue.
Then the question may be raised that if the destiny... Should I continue, Prabhuji?
Yes.
Then the question may be raised that if the destiny cannot be checked, then why not let every newborn child simply run around like an animal, and whatever is destined to happen to him will happen?
Yeah. No, the advantage is that you can train him spiritually. Therefore, it is said, Tasyaiva heto prayateva kovidaha. You should engage your energy for self-realization. Ahaituki apratihata, devotional service. Krishna consciousness cannot be checked, just as material destiny cannot be checked. Your advancement in spiritual life cannot be checked if you endeavor for it.
Okay, wait.
Yes, Prabhu.
So, so Prabhupada is saying we should utilize our time for Krishna consciousness. Okay. His question is, should we not progress? Prabhupada is saying, don't progress vainly. Vainly means don't progress for material happiness and distress, which are destined. Okay, which are being, which are going to come. Instead, do progress in something that we have been lacking for many lifetimes, which is realization of God. Hmm? That will only happen if we take to spiritual life. Okay, that is the most neglected thing in this world. In our schools also, only material life was taught: physics, chemistry, mathematics, biology, economics, arts, but no spirituality. Okay, so understand that the self realization, spiritual life is also very important, and put efforts in that direction too. Okay, and he gives example, like so many people come to take bath in Ganga in the Kumbh Mela, right? Kumbh Mela is there, na? So many people, lakhs of people come in Jagannath Puri yat Rath Yatra. 10 lakh people come. Why they are coming? To advance in spiritual life. So are they lazy? No, they are not lazy. They are doing their business, and at the same time they are taking care of their spiritual life also. Did we read this? Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah. Continue reading from here.
Yes. Actually, Krishna will change destiny, but only for his devotee. He says, Aham tvam sarva papebhyo mokshayishyami. I shall give you all protection from all reactions of sinful activities. From Bhagavad Gita 18.66. For instance, if one is condemned by the law court to be hanged, no one can check it. Even the same judge who has given this verdict cannot check it. But if the defendant begs for the mercy of the king, who is above all the laws, then the king can check it. Therefore,
So this particular life we got our due to our karma, right? Our past life karma and all that. Now, if we take to Krishna consciousness, what is the benefit we are going to get? Sarva papebhyo mokshashyami. Krishna is going to take all the sinful activities from sinful reactions from our baggage. He's going to reduce it. And Prabhupada gives the example like a criminal who is supposed to be hanged. If he begs for the mercy of the king, then he maybe not be hanged. The king can forgive him. Right? There is precedence clemency. So this cannot happen in a normal life. This will only happen with a higher authority. And here Krishna is the highest authority and he can do this. No demigod can do this. Only Krishna can do this. Therefore, our business is to surrender Krishna. Go ahead.
Therefore, our business is to surrender to Krishna. If we artificially want to be more happy by economic development, that is not possible. So many men are working so hard, but does it mean that everyone will become a Henry Ford or a Rockefeller? Everyone is trying his best. Mr. Ford's destiny was to become a rich man. But does it mean that every other man who has worked as hard as Ford will become a rich man like Ford? No. This is practical. You cannot change your destiny simply by working hard like an ass or a dog. But you can utilize that energy for improving your Krishna consciousness.
So I have a question for you all. So many YouTube ads and advertisements we see, of these motivators, professional motivators, and they're saying you can become rich in 1 year. You can earn 1 crore rupees. If you invest in certain stocks, we will teach you. You will become rich. So, do you think everyone going to their classes, listening to them, become equally rich?
No,
No, right?
no.
But there are some people who do become rich after going to these classes. That does happen.
Yes.
Yeah, that does happen.
Because
Now,
their endeavor.
yeah, see, everyone puts endeavor. Okay, everyone puts endeavor, but destiny should also be there.
Yes.
Like um, a farmer, he puts his endeavor. What endeavor he does? He sows the seed. Okay, all farmers throughout the world, they do one thing. You see, all farmers, they do one thing throughout the world. What they do? They sow the seeds in their farmlands, right? Yes or no? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes. Yes.
Do all of them get bumper yield?
No.
Only few of them get, right? What are the factors that depends? First main factor is rain. Okay,
Yes.
then is fertilizers, then is land and the soil, like that, right? So let's take the first is rain. So if there is sufficient rain, then there will be sufficient grain, right? If there is sufficient rain, then we can expect bumper crop, right or wrong?
Yes.
Yes, Prabhu.
Now, is the rain under the control of farmer?
No.
So rain is the destiny, and sowing the seed is his effort. Okay, this is effort, and this is destiny. Okay, so result is equal to effort, and yeah, we can say destiny also, right? Result is equal to effort plus destiny. Let's say the farmer didn't sow the seed, but a sufficient rain come. Will he get a bumper crop?
No.
No, right? So efforts are also very important, and then destiny is also very important. Both should come at the same time. Then we can expect a higher result. Okay. Now this is, so one factor is not in our control. Another factor is in our control. That's what it is. So people go for these professional motivations and all that. Fine, but if their destiny is not there, then their effort plus destiny won't produce the result. It may not produce the desired result. Like he may think of earning 1 crore rupees, but instead he will earn like 1 lakhs. Instead he will earn. Okay, okay. I will keep it to you, and then you will eat it. Okay. 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 You should. If you want to eat, you can. ठीक है. So yeah, people join this professional speakers. People join various colleges. They start business and all that, right? They put efforts. People do put efforts. We all put efforts. But sufficient rain is something which is not guaranteed. Similarly, our destiny may be plus minus. It may be plus minus. So then the result will be lesser or more, right? See, this is how the karma is working. Okay. Now, what does this mean? This means effort is in our hands. Result is not in our hands. It means we should never be satisfied with the efforts and ultimately accept the result. But what we do, we are satisfied with our efforts. That is our problem. So we should never be satisfied with our efforts. So whatever we may be doing, at home, work, everywhere, our effort should be 100%. And then if destiny comes, it may amplify, or it may, come half of the result or something like that, and then we accept the result. Okay, this is it. So many people join the Olympics, right? But who is the winner of the gold? Only one person. So his effort at that very moment and destiny came into picture. And then he got the gold. Okay. It is not like, others who were in with him didn't put efforts. They also put a lot of efforts. But destiny was not there. Like that. Any question on this?
No, bro. But the destiny depends on our karma, right? Bro? Effort, whatever we put, and the destiny
Yeah.
is not in
Destiny
our hands,
is
but it depends on our karma, past deeds.
yeah. Past deeds, you can say. Present deeds also, we can say. Past, present is a function of that,
Okay.
which we don't understand. Okay, this is not in our hands, right? So we don't fully understand. But it depends on past and present karma also. If the seed is not of good quality, sufficient rain came, then there is no bumper crop. Seeds were not good quality. Having a good quality seed is in our hands, right? So that's why I was saying, don't be satisfied with our efforts. In our efforts, put your full 100%. Okay, and when destiny comes, then result will be bumper, like that. You got it?
Yes, bro.
Okay. So yeah, Prabhupada made the two very famous and rich people, Henry Ford and Rockefeller, the Ford company, right? He started it. So with him, a lot of people put effort, but he won and he became very rich. Not everyone could get that. Same with Rockefeller. Same with Ambani, same with Tata, same with Birla, and same you can Adani, and you can say like that. Hmm? So do we know our destiny? No, right? We don't know our destiny, but we know that we have to put efforts. So focus on efforts, like that. Focus on efforts and then accept the result. Like you will see, devotees will tell like this: put your efforts and then leave the result on Krishna. That is the best way. So you cannot change your destiny simply by working hard, but you can utilize that energy for improving your Krishna consciousness. Now, one may think, this is what is Prabhupada saying, that I should not work hard. What is Prabhupada saying? Is Prabhupada saying we should not work hard?
No.
Then it seems like he's saying, right? Working hard. Cannot working hard. What does he mean?
He-
Uh, Here, Prabhupada means that we should not put whole of our energy in working like animals just to satisfy our mundane needs, but we should understand the higher purpose of our life, and we should also put our endeavor in understanding Krishna consciousness and
Exactly.
performing.
Exactly.
Um, yes.
So
Along with
let's
that,
say,
we can do
we
the mundane
hmm.
things, including Krishna in that, making Krishna as the center of all the
Good,
activities.
good. I'll give you a crude example. See, we send our children to schools, right? We send our children to schools, right? Now,
Yes.
if we come to know in that school, there is only studies from morning to night, in the evening, in the weekend, only studies are there. Will we like to send our student, our children there? They may tell, we will put them into IIT. They will crack the exam. They will come first in IIT, JEE, and mains and advanced exam by doing this. Will you send your child to that school?
No.
Why no?
Because we will think along with studies, he need other activities also.
Right. So what is that called? Balance.
Yes.
Exactly. So everywhere we are looking for balance. Similarly, material life should also be balanced with spiritual life. But what has happened today? Only focus from our birth till till we die. Our only focus is material life. This was not the case in Vedic system. In the Vedic system, the spiritual life was as important as material life. Therefore, people could, train as brahmacharis, marry, and then they could take vanaprastha and sannyas. But today, not many people are even able to take vanaprastha also. Why? Because they are not trained, and within grahastha life also, they are only doing sense gratification. For them, retirement means what? Retirement means world tour or something else, right? So they are not able to, balance their material life. We have to balance it with spiritual life. Exactly what is Krishna consciousness? Can you tell us more?
Yeah, love of God. That is Krishna consciousness. If you have not learned to love God, then what is the meaning of your religion? When you are actually on the platform of love of God, you understand your relationship with God. I am part and parcel of God. Then you extend your love to the animal also. If you actually love God, then your love for the insect is also there. You understand this insect has a different body, but he is also part and parcel of my father. Therefore, he is my brother. Then you cannot maintain a slaughterhouse. If you maintain a slaughterhouse and disobey the order of Christ, thou shalt not kill, and you proclaim yourself Christian or Hindu. That is not religion. Then it is simply a waste of time. Because you do not understand God, you have no love for God, and you are labeling yourself under some sect, but there is no real religion. That is going on all over the world.
Yeah. So there are many points that Prabhupada said here. First thing is Krishna consciousness, or the real meaning of religion is that we develop love for God. Okay. In our Krishna consciousness, Sanatana Dharma, the form of the Lord is explained. Venun Kanantam Arvindaraya Taksham, right? He is 300 form of Vishnu, holding a fruit in his hand, Sham Sundar. And to love this person, we have to chant the holy name. We have to chant his holy name. We have to follow four agreed principles: A, B, C, D, association of devotees, read Srimad Bhagavatam, all that. So that's a process. In this process, we actually end up loving God. We end up loving Krishna, right? Now, that is the goal. Okay, and when we love Krishna, we love everything that is connected to him, and we love everyone. So what Prabhupada is saying, animals also. And then he points out that, uh, if we say we love God, then we should love all the animals, trees, everybody, because we know that we are all coming from the same father. So we are a big family. Vasudeva uh, Kutumbakam. We are coming from the same family. So then we won't open slaughterhouses to kill the animals. We'll be merciful to them. Okay. Second point is we will love other people also, whether they belong to our religion or they belong, whether they belong to our religion or not, whether they belong to our country or not. We will love them. Okay. So we are seeing, countries fighting with each other. So many, wars are taking place. Unnecessary people are getting killed. Innocent people are getting killed. Why? Because of this identification. I am so, you are different, I am different. Okay. So in this way, we are not able to maintain peace also. So how can we say we are loving God? Right? So so Prabhupada is saying this is all that is going on. This animal slaughterhouses, wars and all that. On the name of power and border and all that. Previously also there were wars. Even in Vedic times there were wars. But it was not this kind of war that is going on. Innocent people won't die. Soldiers would die. How can we cure the situation?
Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead. If you do not accept that Krishna is the supreme entity, then try to understand. That is education. There is someone supreme. Krishna is not Indian, he is God. The sun rises first in India, but that doesn't mean that the sun is Indian. Similarly, although Krishna appeared in India, now he has come to the Western countries through this Krishna consciousness movement.
Yes. So we need to try to understand Krishna. So Prabhupada, how do we try to understand Krishna? We hear about Krishna from his devotees. Very simple. Okay. Association of devotees, books, chanting and diet. By this we start understanding Krishna. And Krishna is not Indian. Because his pastimes, everything he did in India doesn't mean he is Indian. Okay, he's Jagannath. Jagannath means all the universes are his. The whole world is his. So then Prabhupada says to the interviewer, we have brought this Krishna conscious movement. You come and take advantage of it. Okay, supreme welfare work. Lots of welfare works are there. Taking care of poor people, medical, food. But then there is something welfare work which is even supreme to that. Which is the supreme welfare work then? What do you think is the supreme welfare work for all beings?
Making one aware of his or her relationship with God.
Yeah. Now, let's say people need food, clothing, shelter. We can give them, that is also welfare work, right? Now making them know about their relationship with God, what is the benefit they are going to have? Someone can ask, right? See, these people, these poor people, they need something to eat. What are you telling about philosophy and all that? How will they gain by that? So now that is a question to you all. How do they gain by that?
So he is the seed giving father for all the things. So if we are uh, connected back to him, he will automatically take care of our needs. And um, by that, we will also understand our karma also we will understand properly that whatever we are in whichever situation we are, it is because of us and not because of him. So we will try to take it without any grudges, either if we are having less or even
Okay,
if we are
okay.
having more, we will understand it.
Yeah. See, first thing is this body has some needs. Okay. Food, clothing, shelter. Simple needs this body has. And common people have that need. So one should provide that need. Okay, the rich people, the government should take care of that and provide that need. The sadhus, they will see that there is a need for spirituality also. Why? Because the person is not exactly the body, the external, but there is a soul within the body, and that soul also needs to be benefited. Okay, so there is a benefit of the body, then there is a benefit of the soul. Of the two, the body is anyway going to be ending. After, let's say, 100 years, the body is anyway going to be ending. Okay, what will not end? The soul won't end, and the soul will continue its journey into next body. So here we have to do a welfare work for the soul, which will benefit him eternally, even after death. Right? That's why such a welfare work is supreme. That even after death, the welfare is continuing. Have you heard like that? After death also welfare is going on. Only if a person gets pension or their family gets pension, But does the pension go to the family or to the dead person? It goes to the family, right? The dead person is gone into next life, right? He doesn't get the pension. So this welfare work continues even after that. It goes with the soul into next body. That's why it is supreme. Okay. So here Prabhupada exchanges letters with Secretary of Andhra Pradesh Relief Fund Committee, Hyderabad. If you want to perform relief work simply by collecting funds, I think that will not be successful. Just don't collect funds. You have to please the supreme authority, and that is the way to success. For example, due to the performance of Sankirtan Yajna, here the rain has begun to fall after a drought of 2 years. Okay, we'll read this.
Yes.
Somebody read this. Someone else want to read?
Yeah. If someone else want to read, yeah.
Someone else? Okay, okay, Matt.
Yeah,
Okay, someone who wants to read, just start reading.
yeah, Prabhuji, I'll read.
Oh, okay, okay. Yeah.
The residents of the twin cities are happy to have this opportunity to meet you and your esteemed followers. You may be aware that due to inadequate rainfall during the last 2 years and its complete failure this year, more than half of our state, that is Andhra Pradesh, a state in southern India, is in the grip of a serious drought. With a view to supplement government efforts to combat this evil, a central voluntary organization of citizens drawn from various walks of life has been set up. The members of this organization surveyed the areas affected by drought. The situation is pathetic. There are villages where drinking water is not available for miles. Due to scarcity of fodder, the cattle owners are parting with their cattle for a nominal price. Many of the stray cattle are dying away due to unavailability of fodder and water. The food problem is also very serious. Due to high prices of food grains on the open market, purchase of grains at market prices is beyond the reach of poor villagers, with the result that at least 5 to 6 million people are hardly having one meal a day. There are many who are on the verge of starvation, and the entire situation is most pathetic and heart trending. We therefore
Go ahead.
appeal to you to your to reverse self to consider how your society could best come to the rescue of these millions of souls who are in unimaginable distress. The committee would like to suggest that members of your society appeal to the bhaktas, who are the devotees attending your discourses, to contribute their might to the Andhra Pradesh Relief Fund. The committee is prepared to send some of its representatives along with the members of your society wherever you wish to distribute prasadam to the hungry millions in the state. As Manav,
Manav.
Manava
Manav Seva.
Seva is Madhava Seva. Service to men is service to God. The committee is confident that even a little effort by your gracious society will go a long way in mitigating the sufferings of hundreds and thousands of people. Yours ever in the service of Lord, T.L. Katidya, Secretary, Andhra Pradesh Relief Fund Committee, Hyderabad, India.
Yeah, so this was a letter in the 70s where this government officer is telling Prabhupada that, there is a drought going on in Andhra Pradesh. You can distribute prasadam and we will support you. And he uses this term, Manav Seva is Madhav Seva. Service to man is service to God. So here we have opportunity to serve to man, and that will also be service to God, where you are doing service to God. So, you can still continue doing service to God by doing service to man. Let's read what Prabhupada is answering. Go ahead.
My dear Mr. Katidia, please accept my greetings with reference to your letter and your personal interview. I beg to inform you that without pleasing the Supreme Personality of Godhead, no one can become happy. Unfortunately, people do not know who is God and how to make him happy. Our Krishna consciousness movement is therefore meant to present the Supreme Personality of Godhead directly to the people. As stated in the Srimad Bhagavatam, 7th canto, 6th chapter, uh, Prabhuji, this I won't be able to read.
Okay, fine. Just continue with English.
So, the idea stated in this verse is that by pleasing the Supreme Personality of Godhead, we please everyone, and there is no question of scarcity. Because people do not know this secret of success, they are making their own independent plans to be happy. However, it is not possible to achieve happiness in this way. On your letterhead, I find many important men in this country who are interested in relieving the sufferings of the people, but they should know for certain that without pleasing the Supreme Personality of Godhead, all their attempts will be futile. A diseased man cannot live simply on the strength of the help of an expert physician and medicine. If this were so, then no rich man would ever die. One must be favored by Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Therefore, if you want to perform relief work simply by collecting funds, I think that will not be successful. You have to please the supreme authority, and that is the way to success. For example, due to the performance of Sankirtana, here the rain has begun to fall after a drought of 2 years. The last time we performed a Hare Krishna festival in Delhi, there was imminent danger of Pakistan declaring war. And when a newspaper man approached me for my opinion, I said there must be fighting because the other party was aggressive. However, because of our Sankirtana movement, India emerged victorious. Similarly, when we held first festival in Calcutta, the Naxalite communist movement stopped. These are facts. Through the Sankirtana movement, we cannot only get all the facilities for living, but also at the end can go back home, back to Godhead. So those who are of a
Demoniac.
demonic nature cannot understand this, but this is a fact. I therefore request you, as leading members of the society, to join this movement. There is no loss on anyone's part of chanting the Hare Krishna mantra, but the gain is great. According to Bhagavad Gita 3.21, what is accepted by leading men is also accepted by common men.
Yad yad acharati shrestha tat tat evetaro jana sayat pramanam kurute lokas tat anuvartate.
Whatever action a great man performs, common men follow in his footsteps. And whatever standards he sets by exemplary acts, all the world pursues. The Sankirtana movement of Krishna consciousness is very important. Therefore, through you, I wish to appeal to all the leading men of India to accept this movement very seriously and give us all facility to spread this movement through the world. Then there will be a very happy condition, not only in India but all over the world. Hope this will meet you in good health. Your ever well wisher, A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Swami.
Okay. So what is Prabhupada giving? What solution Prabhupada is offering? You read this whole thing, right? What solution Prabhupada is offering?
Pleasing Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna is the important to solve our present problems. So that is the
And through
And
through the
how to
Sankirtana movement,
please to Sankirtan movement.
Yes.
Yeah, what is the Sankirtan movement?
Chanting
Chanting
the holy names.
Hare Krishna Mahamantra.
Chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. And what Prabhupada said, um, Prabhupada gave some, Prabhupada gave some examples, right? How the Sankirtan movement helped. How did what all example did he give?
So in Andhra Pradesh, Prabhupada gave the example of drought where the Sankirtan movement was held, and after 2 years, rain came just after the Sankirtan. And second example, Prabhupada gave of Delhi where there was a situation of war with Pakistan. So there also Prabhupada gave the example that it was because of the Sankirtan and because of the blessings from the Lord that India came victorious.
Okay, okay, good, good. So now there is a drought-like situation in Bangalore also. So
Yes.
do you think this solution will work here too?
Yes, it can work anywhere, Prabhuji.
It can work anywhere, right? Okay. So if we take this same letter and give it to Karnataka government, what do you think they will do?
No, they will not accept it.
So how do we convince them now?
Hmm.
Okay.
We
So
can
the thing
simply
is,
do
what
that,
Prabhupada said. Sorry,
Prabhuji.
what?
We can simply do that, Prabhuji. Like even we have no capacities to convince anyone, but maybe if we are doing wholeheartedly the Sankirtan, then automatically maybe they get, like when we approach them, probably Krishna resides in their heart. I mean, already he is
See, in the
residing, but
letter,
maybe
Prabhupada tells him one more thing.
Yes.
yes,
Yajyadacharati Shrestha.
And
yes,
even
yes,
before that,
yes,
what he says, you join this movement. Does he tell him
yes,
to join this movement or what? What is he exactly trying to
yes.
say? Is he saying
Join
you
with the
become ISKCON
Sankirtan movement.
member, pay for the
Experience
life
it.
membership?
Experience it.
See, the second line he's
Probably
saying.
Prabhupada is trying to say experience it. You yourself experience it
No,
by
Prabhupada is
joining the
saying
Sankirtan
there is
movement.
no loss on anyone's part for chanting Hare Krishna. So basically, if you want to join the movement, what Prabhupada is saying, you also chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra.
Yes,
Yeah, there is
When
no
you
law.
chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, people under you will also chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Okay? And
yes,
they will also start doing Sankirtan. When all the people are doing Sankirtan, the Supreme Lord is pleased and he will give what is lacking. Right? This is what Prabhupada is saying, right?
Yes, Prabhu.
So when he says spread this movement, what he means exactly? Create ISKCON centers everywhere. So very very clearly Prabhupada says joining this movement means you also start chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Okay, this life membership and all that is secondary. To be in this movement, you have to chant Hare Krishna. Okay, everything else is actually secondary. Now he uses this word yad yad achari sheshta tatta deverto janah. Okay, in this very chapter, right, third chapter. Let's see. Yeah, Krishna gives the example of Janak Maharaj. Who was Janak?
one of the 12 Mahajanas,
Okay. Anyone
and
knows
he
who
was
is
called
King Janak?
Raj Rishi.
Okay, he's a
Mother
Raj Rishi.
Sita's father.
Yeah. So he was father of Mother Sita.
Yes,
Now he's a devotee, okay? He's a king, he's a devotee. Okay, he's a pure devotee. Okay. Now, do you know how Mother Sita was born?
yes.
How?
She was born from the Bhumi.
Why? What happened? What was the circumstances?
Drought situation was there, and
Exactly. Drought situation was there, just
Janak
like in
Maharaj
Andhra, just
was
like in
told that
Bangalore. Then what did
yes,
Janak Maharaj did?
Janak Maharaj was recommended by the sages that you yourself have to
Yeah.
uh,
So basically, he did some yagya and he had to till the land. Okay.
yes,
So even though such a pure devotee was present, still there was drought in the kingdom. Okay. So situations can be difficult. But when the pure devotee does yagya, so he did the yagya that was meant for Treta Yuga. Okay. We have to do the yagya that is meant for Kali Yuga. That is Sankirtan yagya. When we
yes.
do this yagya, what will come out? Sita. And who is Sita?
Mm,
Who is Sita?
Goddess of fortune.
Lakshmi Devi, right?
Yes,
When Lakshmi Devi comes, everything comes with her. Yes or no? She brings everything. All fortune will come. Food, clothing, jewelry, everything will come. So this is what Janak Maharaj did. He did the yagya, what was meant for Treta Yuga. Okay. And he got Sita. After that, there was no more drought. Everything started. Rain, everything came. Just because Sita appeared. So, so we have a practical example within Ramayana only. Okay. Um, so what is Prabhupada? Prabhupada is telling that, you are leading people. Leading persons are, so we should go back to our original discussion of leaders. We pointed out all kinds of leaders: kings, guru, teachers, parents, people having authority, right? In our first session, these are the leaders. Leading members. Prabhupada is again using the word leading members. Leading members should be spiritual. All of these should be spiritual. If the king is spiritual, the politicians are spiritual, they can influence a bigger, their influence is too big. Guru has some influence. Teachers have, influence over few children. Parents have influence over their children only. 2, 3 children, 4 children, whatever. Persons of authority have some influence over few people, right? So, if they become Krishna conscious, if they take to spiritual life, hmm, then they are empowered by the Supreme Lord because they are Shrestha. And Krishna saying, if the Shrestha does, then everyone follows. Then seeing the Shrestha, all the common people will also follow. They will also take to the Sankirtan Yagya. Hmm. Now, my question to you is, um, should there be chanting in the government offices? Let's say, some government officer, let's say, the government decides, okay, let's take to this Sankirtan Yagya, we will chant Hare Krishna. Let's sit and with Japamala throughout the day, just keep chanting. Now, will the rain come? What will happen? This is what Prabhupada is saying. Just sit. Don't do any government job. Just sit and chant Hare Krishna. Everything will be taken care.
no, no, not full day, but
Ah,
it should be the primary duty to chant along with our other duties.
yeah, yeah. So, what happens is people are doing their duties, right? But their own life is never spiritual. Okay, so therefore they don't have the backing of a pleasing of the Supreme Lord. You understand? They may be doing their duties and all that, but because they themselves are not spiritual, the backing of God is not there. The backing of spiritual, the Supreme Personality of Godhead is not there. So, again, going back to our discussion about effort and destiny. So, they may put some efforts, but the destiny is not made favorable. How to make this destiny favorable? If we serve the Supreme Lord, if we please Him, and He says you have to do this Sankirtan Yajna in Kali Yuga to please me, right? So this is what Prabhupada is saying, that leading people, if they take to spiritual life, then they will please the Supreme Lord, and whatever efforts they may put, the leading members, it will start fructifying. Like we talked about Janak Maharaj. Did Janak Maharaj sit in his palace? Oh, drought is there, I don't want to do anything. He took steps, right? He dug holes, he dug wells. Wherever rivers were there, he tried to irrigate them. And then the Vedas say you should do these yajnas also. So he did yajnas also. In that yajna, he had to till the land. So his efforts were there, right? But because he was a pure devotee, Krishna's blessing was also there. So much blessing came with it that Krishna gave him not just money, he gave him the goddess of fortune as his daughter. Can you imagine what kind of mercy Janak Maharaj got? So this is this thing has a deep meaning. What it means is that the leaders of the society, they need to practice spiritual life, and then whatever efforts they may put, they will get the backing of the Supreme Lord, and it will be very, very fructifying. It will fructify. Okay, so make the destiny favorable by practicing spiritual life, and then whatever efforts we are putting. See, now drought is there, right? Now we know that some rain will come. Definitely some rain will come. It's not like zero rain. There will be some rain. But efforts now they have to put. What kind of efforts? How to preserve that water. So they will have to dig and they'll have to go through many methodologies and all that. Right? And while doing so, if they have spiritual life, then they will pray to Krishna. And then Krishna will also give. You understanding this whole thing, how it works?
Yes, Prabhu.
See, when our children they put effort, right? Like babies, when they are babies, they are putting some effort to lift something or to walk. What is the parent doing at that point? As parents, what are we doing? We are trying to help them, right?
Yes.
They have to put efforts, but without their putting efforts, we are not ready to help them. So it is like that. Now, because the child is already in love with the parent, na, the parent is reciprocating. Okay, but now what happens is these people who are in leading positions and the common people, they are not in love with Krishna. So you take to spiritual life and then you put efforts. It will be you will attract the Supreme Lord like anything. Now this is how what it means. See, in the war, Bhagavad Gita war, sorry, Mahabharat war. In the Mahabharat war, who was shooting arrows? Who was shooting arrows in this picture?
Arjuna.
Arjuna, right? So
Yes.
Arjuna is putting efforts and the Supreme Lord is with him. And because the Supreme Lord is with him, his efforts are backed up by the Supreme Lord. Now Duryodhana was also putting efforts. Yes or no?
Yes.
But he didn't win. Why?
Krishna is
Because
not with
Krishna
him.
didn't support him. Na? Krishna didn't support him. Okay. So this is what Prabhupada is trying to say. Come, join Krishna. You be with Krishna and then you put efforts, you will get success. Okay. So, does that help to understand?
Yes, Prabhuji.
So now if I tell you, now go and talk to the government of Karnataka, how will you talk? What will be your arguments? How will you explain? You tell me. At first you said they won't accept. Now I'm telling you, you have now whole idea of how it will work. Now you have to explain and convince them. So what will you tell?
Yes, Prabhuji, we can give the same example of Janak Maharaj, and we can also explain about the point of effort and destiny, and we can also give them the understanding of their being in the topmost authority, and how the subjects will be copying them or following them, so they how they should behave with this, with that respect. So uh, and
Hmm.
also we will explain them like how destiny can be changed. Like, it is not that destiny cannot be changed. We can explain that how sankirtan will help to favor the destiny, like how god will come into the picture if
Yeah.
we are undergoing the sankirtan. So
Yes.
process wise we can explain them all the points.
Good. 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 So this letter may find it very difficult to appeal, but if we present it with our own realization, na, then anybody can listen. Okay. So in our life we should be Krishna conscious. Then when we go and tell others, they will they will listen and appreciate it. Okay. Okay. Dealing with our dependence on others.
Prabhuji, can we stop for today?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Any question or comment? Any questions or comment?
So, Prabhuji, just want to ask one question. In the like the exam which we are giving, 16 round. So there was one question. Who are the people who don't practice Krishna consciousness? So will it be covered here in this
No, it will be covered in the seventh chapter of Bhagavad Gita.
seventh chapter? Okay, sure.
Seven point
7.15.
7.15, yes.
7.15. You read this and you can answer.
Sure, Prabhuji. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Okay.